Hello everybody. Hello. How are we doing? Happy, well, hopefully you all had a good Christmas. Happy Boxing Day. We got Pompey today away. But yeah, let's not get into that just yet. Let's talk about you guys. Hopefully you all had a good Christmas. Hopefully you all got what you want. Hopefully the kids or whatever it is are all happy and another year almost over. So yeah. How are we doing? Who's in the chat? So we've got Riot, recent chat. Hello, mate. I'm so up for this. Come on, you ours. I'm up for it, but someone put on the comment the other day in one of the on YouTube how Boxing Day is not our thing to win games. So bit nervous on that one. I'll be honest with you, a bit nervous on that one. But with how they're performing, I would say we have a good chance of beating them, but you know, sometimes it does come down to the fact being that stats do mean a thing, you know. So you have, like, obviously we haven't won at Fratton Park, we haven't won a game on Boxing Day, you know. It's one of them things. It's a bit weird. So yeah, my Christmas was good, Ryan. Keep forgetting your name, sorry. Yeah, my Christmas was good, man. Can't complain. It was really, I enjoyed it. So yeah. How was yours? Finley, hello, Merry Christmas, mate. How are you? Welcome back into the chat. Welcome back into the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Welcome into the chat, West 12 Lofters, HDB. This should be an interesting match. It should be a match that we dominate, a match that we beat them. Bit weird that none of the injury people that we had are on the pitch, or even on the bench. You know, Daniel Benny's on there, on the subs, but no Harvey Vale yet. No Ilya Sher. Who else we got in chat? Ryan, cool, nice. I'm gonna have to write it down and put it in the memory box or something. Ryan, Finley says we're winning. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. David, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Easy now. Is that Ez now or easy now? I don't know. I don't know what that means. So yeah, but welcome to the chat. Nick, Merry Christmas, DB. Thank you, Nick. Hopefully you had a good Christmas too. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's everyone's thoughts on today's game? Everyone confident with it? I think I pretty much am, but like I said, every time I'm confident, we don't play well. So yeah. West 12 Loftus says Pompey are lucky to play us at this time. We have a shocking Boxing Day record. We do. We really do. Hopefully that changes today, but I'm not going to guarantee you it because sometimes we are wrong. So yeah. Right, let's have a look at the team. What's out on the pitch? So we've got Hamer in goal today, and Bengay, Captain Dunn, Cook, and Davis all at the back. Cook coming in for Clock. So our Clock is injured. He's having I think he's had a scan already, but they haven't announced what's up with him. But apparently his ankle, I think it is playing up. Madsen and Varane in midfield still. Dembele, Sato, Burrell, and Kone all in the forward line. I don't see, obviously, you know, people like, oh, maybe it should be changed. No, if we're gonna win 4-1 Leicester, it's been a week rest, you know, pretty much. You know, everyone should still be fit from Saturday against Leicester, so it's no surprise that he's kept the same team. Nardi in goal. Nardi on subs. Morrison, Field, Benny, Hayden, Morgan, Poku, Smith, and Frey. No change with the subs there. But yeah, like I said, Ilya Sher, Harvey Vale, and everyone like that is not playing yet. For Portsmouth, you got Schmid in goal, Paul Bishop. Right, they do this differently to us, man. These teams are just so complicated. I need to do it this way, unfortunately. Let me get this up because I'm not reading it out of form. Ignore the when it comes on, ignore the scores. I haven't been able to sort it out today, unfortunately. So yeah. Let me just go to the Pompey thing. So for Portsmouth, Schmid in goal, Swanson, Paul, Matthews, and Devlin all at the back. Dazelle, Kushneski, in midfield with Lang, Chaplin, Blair, and Bishop all in the forward line. Let's have a look at the chat because I'm putting my head away from it. Nick says, any news on Jake Clarksall's injury? Like I said, nothing, no update yet. I haven't seen anything on Google. I have been searching last night, but nothing has turned up. But yeah, hopefully he's okay if it's not serious. Westhoff says, could we get in an update on the injury news? Yeah, Ilya Sher and Ilya Sher Harvey Vela back in training, serious training. In that Christmas video that they released yesterday or the other day, not the Bulbul Chow, whatever it is, where Ilya Sher came out onto the training pitch, he looked too serious, and a lot of controversial, obviously, on Twitter is like, why isn't he playing yet? And everyone's worried about January window. So yeah, I'm not too sure on any updates on injuries yet. All I know is that they're back in training. So yeah, Jake Clarksall, he's not fit. He's had an ankle injury. We're in a challenge against Leicester City, and he'll probably be missing out for a couple of weeks. Hopefully, hopefully it's not so serious. Finley says, I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Hope we win. Have a good day. Sorry, mate. You don't have to apologise, Finley, whatsoever. Yeah. Fingers crossed we get the win for you. AB loves some Boxing Day football. Let's get this win. I'm with you, AB, all the way. West Ham Loftus prediction 1-1. West Ham says it will be similar to the North End match. I'm going to go with, what did I say? What did I say? 2-1? I think I said 2-0, 2-1? Something like that, I think I said. I can't remember. David Ozzy, Clarksall again. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Yeah, Clarksall again. Yeah. It's not great. It's not great. It needs to be sorted. I don't see him being at QPR for much longer, I'll be honest, if he continues. So yeah. RWG says, hey DB, Merry Christmas to all. Welcome into the chat. RWG, hope you had a good Christmas too. David also says, Jesus. Damn. Is that Colt Blake? Colt Blake says, come on, you R's, a hoop in Wales. Oh, awesome. No worries. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, says, Ipswich 0-0. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget his name again, ain't I? I'm gonna have to go up into the chat. Ryan says it will be controversial if Chair gets instantly back into the team straight from injury. Well, on Twitter, there's been a lot of controversy about him leaving, to be honest. You know, everyone was talking about, someone said something about he wasn't in the Christmas video or something like that, and everyone wanted to know why. So yeah, I don't know. West Loftus says Ipswich 0-0. I've read that already. AB says 1-0 to QPR. Okay, nice, very nice. As you can see, we got the QPR Cup with Loftus Road on the cup today. Nice Christmas gift from the club store. No ad. Don't worry, no ad. Just showing you my new cup for Christmas for the year. I hope Chair doesn't leave. I hope he doesn't leave as well. You know, I like Chair. You know, a lot of people, when he came into the club, when he came into the squad, a lot of people want him to, obviously Moroccan and all that, be like Tarapt. He's nothing like Tarapt. Nothing like Tarapt. He's a different ability. Yeah, a lot of people would say he's a skillful player. I wouldn't really say his controversial best trait is skillful. I think he's a very technical player. I think he's very good at bringing the ball forward, attacking. He does remind me a little bit of Hogan Ephraim on the wing when he plays on the left. You know, he has got a good ball in, he's got a good whip in, he's got a good shot, he can shoot from distance. You know, his accuracy on shooting is brilliant. He's got good shot power, and he's very confident. You know, I wouldn't say he's a skillful player, but he does obviously tend to use the odd drop the shoulder and this and that. But yeah, I think he's still a reliable asset and a valuable asset, you know. Depending on what Julian wants to do with the team, you know, this might not be what Julian wants to do, but it's something that Julian wants to build on. So yeah. Nick says, I noticed that Ronnie Edwards is still not even on the bench for Southampton. Well, I don't know if this is true. I'm not saying it's a reliable source because it's not a reliable source in my opinion. But on Twitter this morning or yesterday, something came up saying that Ronnie Edwards has agreed a deal with QPR, or QPR have agreed a deal with Southampton, 6 mil up front for the defender. I'm not too sure if it's real or true, but all I can say is this: fingers crossed we do get him or someone in, you know. Nathan Matson, QPR 4, Sato, Kone, Dembele, and Benge. Oh, okay. So going with the same goal scorers, are we? Okay, from Leicester, and pretty much similar, same score sign. Okay, fair enough. Welcome into the chat anyway. RWG. Hopefully we will see our goal difference go positive today. Fingers crossed we see our goal difference go positive, and we get into the playoffs. That's the important thing. Playoffs for me is I want to stick in between 4th and 10th, which would be nice, but if we could stay between 4 and 6, you know, happy days, you know. The season isn't ended yet. We still got halfway to go, so still a lot more games, still more positivity. Like I said, we still got the transfer window, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Saw that as well. It was a brand new account, so it's definitely fake news. I only have 4 reliable sources, and you can all follow them on Twitter. They're all Sky Sports Sky Sports work Sky Sports, or for sports journalist. So I'll probably put the link in below to all those accounts that you can follow. But they're the best ones to for QPR news, West London news, anything like that. Really, anything that comes from them, it's more legit than anything. So yeah. Unless I hear something completely from one of my sources that I know in the club, you know, one of the scouts or whatever, you know, then yeah. 6 mil, I doubt it. Wow, 6 mil for Edwards sounds way too much. It does sound way too much. Never matter, I'm just taking the piss, lol. Probably like 3-1. Well, don't. You never know. Never say never. Never say never, you know. Hopefully we can keep our form going and go from there. Right, the teams have come out anyway. Let's switch to the different slide. There we go. As you can see, I got everything on point today. If you see any different, oh well, actually no, I don't. I tell a lie. Let's get rid of where is it? Let's get rid of that for now. Let's hide that. We don't want to see that because that's wrong. So yeah. Patrick says, "Good morning from Toronto." Well, you're up. What was it like? Say, I would say what? It's about 7 a.m. there, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And Sky Sports have messed up the thing yet again. I need to change this actually. We're not messing this up today. Clock, right? Clock. Oh no, clock's wrong. We want first half. There we go. Right, we are ready to go. We are ready for the game now. I think Ronnie would thrive under Stefan. I think possible would suit him as well. Plausible would suit him well. Sorry for saying that wrong. Although Don and Ronnie would be quite an attacking centre back pair. I think it's hard to say. It's 10 a.m. Okay, I'm losing track to 5 hours, isn't it? Is it 5 hours behind from UK? I think it's 5 hours, right? So yeah. I've only been to Canada, well, twice actually. I've been to Canada twice. Only at the airport though. Only at the airport. The Ronnie fit, like I said, Ronnie would be a great signing. You know, I'd love Ronnie to be at QPR again. I've always been a big fan of him for England under 21s. You know, not just England under 21s. He's just a real good player, man. Honestly. Watch him at Peterborough, very talented player. We're switching sides now. It looks like it. Portsmouth have a plan, or QPR have a plan. Whoever won the coin flip. So yeah. Alright, Pompey having a talk. We'll be running late already, yeah. So probably 3 o'clock. Come on, don't take the piss. Kick off, hurry up. But yeah, yeah, Ronnie, I want him to come, but there's something, because I haven't heard much. I'll be honest, it might not happen. I'll be honest, it might not happen. You know, the club knows the fans want it, but the problem is, it's down to Julian if he wants it. If Julian thinks he's a suitable candidate for what he plays, right? We're kicking off anyway. QPR hoofing up there with Jimmy Dunn on the ball. All right, it's going to be a throw in to QPR. But yeah, like I said, if it suits Julian, we'll get him. If Julian wants someone else, we'll get someone else. But, you know, Christian and Julian both spoke about the January transfer window this week, just about basically what they need to bring in. It sounded like Julian was more interested in letting players go out on loan, possibly. But Nuri was just saying if something comes available that is their interest and in their possible way, they'll do it. But that to me just sounds like no business whatsoever. You know, Christian Nuri will never reveal any secrets. You know, he'll always say the same thing constantly each season. They're trying all the time. They're trying, but the likely chances are they'll only bring in a youngster for the future, or they'll bring in someone that we need for first team. You know, they're not gonna bring in someone to grow. Well, grow as well, but I mean in the sense of like 23 years old first team player, you know, or under. That's how I can see it. So yeah, trust in Julian. Last time we won away on Boxing Day, Penny says, was decades ago. Maybe this is the year we make history. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But QPR still on the ball. Kogi Sato winning header there. Kone, and it's gone. Oh, Burrell almost getting interception with a pass back to the keeper. Hopefully everyone can hear me. And here goes Pompey down the left wing. Varane watching the wing, and he's done really well there. Still Pompey on the ball, and it's going to go out for a corner to Portsmouth. Alright. Portsmouth with the corner. Alright, it's gone short. Portsmouth whip it in. Cleared away by Jimmy Dunn, I think that was. And Benge chasing it. Right, cleared down the wing. And it's going to be a Portsmouth throw. Surprised John Mosinho is still at Portsmouth, to be honest. I thought someone would have snapped him up by now. You know, he is a good manager, but I just don't think he has the ability to improve Portsmouth whatsoever. Alright, here they go, Portsmouth. Alright, good challenge there by Varane, and Benge clearing it. And it's gone long. And Benge getting beat to the header. Kone wins it back. It's still in the air. And it's going to go back to Hamer now. What do we think of Ben Hamer? Do we want him to stay? Do we want to bring in Ben Patterson? What's the deal? What do we think? What do you think, chat? What do we think, boys and girls? Do we think Hamer to stay or Patterson to come in? Alright, free kick QPR. Because at the moment, with Hamer playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he does sign an extension contract until the end of the summer. Right, Madsen with the free kick. Alright, Madsen goes long with it. And a keeper, comfortable save. Hamer could be worth quite a lot. I like the look of the Wigan goalkeeper. I'll have to have a look at that one now, AB, as AB says. I think Patterson will be a good keeper for us, to be honest. But Ben Hamer's doing well for QPR. So, you know, he was a freebie. Is he more wage than Patterson? I'm not too sure. But yeah. Alright, Cook's giving it away, yeah? RWG says Patterson should still come. Hamer is solid, but not a long-term option. Patrick says keep Hamer, get rid of Nardi, Walsh. Get rid of Nardi, Walsh backup. You want Walsh's backup? Flipping heck. Joe Walsh is not even in the team, mate. Nardi is. I think next season we should give Cooper a go. I think personally, Cooper looks interesting. Alright, Portsmouth go out wide on the left on Mbenge's side. Ken Mbenge gets done into the box, crossed in, good defending by Varane, and it's gone out of play for a throw into Portsmouth. Penny says, I like Nadia, I don't know what's happening there in the locker room or whatever, but I'd bring someone for goalkeeper for sure. Patterson, maybe Heyman may only have a few seasons on him left. The thing is, you're right about Hamer. He's still a good keeper in my opinion, but we don't know how long he has left. And you know, he's pretty much in the same era as Ben Foster, you know. For me, Patterson is more of a long-term thing. If we can get him, well, if we do try to sign him and we get him cheap, then you know he's going to be a keeper that we're going to be interested in keeping for a while, you know. I don't see him, you know, I see that as a first team option, you know. I don't know what's going to happen with Cooper, but yeah. Right. Portsmouth on the ball. Has that gone out? Nope. Varane now wins it back. Really, right, so the passing game for QPR today is not great. It's not looking great whatsoever. A lot of work needs to be done here. We're not looking like the team that we played against Leicester for the first 7 minutes of me saying this. It's been very just Portsmouth really. And yeah, they are in now. Oh, it's a great play, and it's a good block by Mbenge, and it's gonna be a corner to Portsmouth. A fullback would be nice, maybe a right back. I said that, Penny. I said that because I'm not really confident with Mbenge being on the right back scenario, but you know, I prefer him as centre back. I think he's solid, but you never know. Pompey looking bright today. They are WG. They are. Or left back really. Penny says. Left back scenario I think is fine. I think Field can play there, so I've got no issues there. Right, Pompey playing it back. Right, this is what I said, everyone, man. Pompey on if we look at this season's facts, right, we should be winning this easily, you know. But we always have bogey teams. You know, Portsmouth is a bogey team, especially at home, at their ground at Fratton Park. Boxing Day as well. You know, usually around January we our form tips a little bit. You know, we are in form at the moment. I would say, I wouldn't say we're the most informed team in the championship, but it's one of them things where, you know, we got a lot of shit to sort out and fix, man. Honestly. You know, I still feel we need certain positions improved, but I just think the formation I'm not a big fan of. You know, 4-4-2 it's a classic formation, but I like it. But if you're not scoring goals with a 4-4-2, then you're not, in my opinion, it's not doing well. You know. Alright, Davis on the ball, plays it back to Cook, who goes long with it. And it's an appalling through ball from Cook, straight to the hands of the Portsmouth keeper. Absolutely shocking there. We're not in this at the moment whatsoever. Pompey just playing the ball nicely here at the moment. Now they're on the attack. They've given it away. Alright, QPR and Benge on the ball. Don't go long, go short. And Varane's gone long to Burrell. He's going to go for a throw into Pompey. Unlucky Burrell there, trying to do the little swivel turn there. Drop of the shoulder to get the ball past their player. As you know, Andre Dizelle is on the pitch today. He used to be at QPR for 3 years or 3 seasons. But yeah. Wham! Bit late, DB. Hope you had a good Christmas. How have we been in the first 10 minutes? Well, welcome to chat. Hope you had a good Christmas. I did. It was not bad. It was actually okay. Hopefully you had a good Christmas too. But it's been pretty much all Pompey, you know, possession-wise. Pompey have been... both teams have given the ball away quite a lot. But if I'm going to go with what on the pitch I can see, I would say Pompey is the one at the moment that has been more of a threat. Penny says, if we got to sell Clark so we can afford Edwards, he's too injury prone. Clark won't go. I tell you right now, Clark won't go. There's a reason for it. No one's going to come in for Clark if he's an injury prone. You know, I don't see Clark being sold. I only see Clark being released. That's final. Look, no one's going to buy an injury prone. No one's going to buy an injury prone. Unless you're a lower club, at a lower level, and you get a good price for him, I can see it happening. Or Rangers, Celtic, or whatever are interested in him, then fair dues. But as far as I'm aware, we're not going to sell him. Single Tree says 3 goals, please, for today. Fingers crossed, hopefully. But hopefully to QPR, not Portsmouth. So, yeah. I'm not going to lie, we only woke up, what? Flipping an hour ago, I think it was. Mate, I'm so just knackered from yesterday. Alright, Pompey on the ball, play out wide to the right. And here they go on the attack. And it's whipped in. And it's Varane that clears it. And Benge as well. Kone heads it down to Demblay. And it's been given away straight to Pompey. And here they go again. On the left-hand side. They're number 29 on the ball now. Cuts, drops the shoulder. Good interception there by Varane, but still Pompey. And Hamer coming out to get the ball comfortably. Shit true, no Pierre. That's how it is in football, mate. You know, you got to remember, for me, like, as a person that thinks not just like in football, but as someone, what you got to kind of look at it in this way, you know, what you would buy. Like, I know it sounds weird, but if you go on Football Manager, whatever it is, whatever game, you know, if you bring in an injury prone, it's not to play first team. I'll tell you now. It's to play the games that you can play, you know, in big scenarios. So yeah. That's how it is. You know, Clark's always going to be an injury prone now, but it's down to Julian to make the decision whether he's going to be the right choice just to keep along. Like, for example, we've had scenarios of injuries. We have, you know, I'm trying to think of a player now that we've had that has not been, you know, Akos Bazaki. You know, when he got his serious injury, you know, we were only able to play him in certain games, you know, in certain length of games. You know, he couldn't play every week. You know, it's Ledley King as well for Tottenham. I know it's off track of QPR, but even him with his knee injury, you know, it's the same thing. So yeah, I can only see one thing, and that's being released for free. That's it. Wham says, I missed your preview, DB. What's your prediction for today? Well, I said 2-1, I believe, to QPR, but I did say it would be an easy game. I said it should be piss easy going by stats. But then when someone said on one of the comments, Boxing Day is our rivalry, is not our greatest day to play games, you know. Also, you know, we haven't really got a great record against Portsmouth. So yeah, it's going to be a weird one. So yeah, I'm just going to go over 1-0 or 2-1 wins QPR today. RW says Cook is not playing well so far. Cook, you know, he has his good days and he has his bad days. You know, he rarely plays a good away game. I tell you that, he rarely plays a good away game. It's not great sometimes. But yeah, I think a lot of the time, and here goes Portsmouth and Bengay doing well there, getting back. So yeah, Ben Hamer. Oh, what are they doing? No communication, man. Right, it's gonna be a throw into QPR though. Fall into what, a baller. Yeah, Fallen, I could say Fallen as well. I would say, you know, Fallen was a player that wasn't injury prone. You know, but he was still quality at the end of the day. He was a baller. You know, a lot of people didn't see that, but yeah. We got a new chatter in, Wilbur Gomez. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Sorry if I haven't. Salios to Venezuela friend. Well, welcome to the chat from Venezuela. Welcome to the chat. Welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you had, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas over there, but hopefully you had a good Christmas. And hopefully you are doing well. But welcome to the chat. Welcome into the stream. Oh, let's get a W for Venezuela. Let's get a W for Venezuela. Alright, Pompey on the ball. Alright, Pompey. It's been pretty much Pompey's game already at the moment. You know, it's not looking great. Oh my god, who was that? Madsen's just been done by, I think it's Bishop. It's not looking good at the moment, I'll tell you that. If anyone's watching the game. Penny says, big up Venezuela. Wow, when does Soto's contract end? I don't know. That one I can't really tell you because I don't know. You know, the thing with Julian, which I love about him, is that, not Julian, Christian Nuri, he doesn't reveal player contracts. He just says long term or short term. You know, so it is kind of good what we're doing, but I wouldn't be surprised if his contract's up soon. You know, he only signed a new contract a couple seasons ago. So yeah. No worries, Gomez, no worries. I don't know when his contract ends, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Alright. We got... Who's that on the ball? Oh, yeah, I don't feel confident. To be honest, right now, I'm not too 100% comfortable or confident about this game. I'll be honest with you. We're not showing anything like we did against Leicester. I know we're away, but we're just sitting back. We're not pressurizing for the ball. We're playing it easy. We're giving the ball away quite easily as well. So it's not looking great, you know, for us. You know, at the moment, we're on the ball. But we keep giving it away just like that. And Bengay's giving the ball away. On the halfway line. Pompey, Andre Dazelle doing a cracking pass there, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. We're not looking great whatsoever. We keep giving the ball away, we do. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone into it thinking easy game. Oh, sorry people, jeez. Alright, Giselle's still on the ball though. Like I said, I've only had, what? Oh, I woke up way too late today, way too late. Oh. Alright, it's gonna be a throw to Pompey. Oh, this is not looking good right now. 20 minutes gone. And Pompey are on the ball, more possession than us. Not great whatsoever. Right, Pompey are playing the ball pretty well here. I'm not going to lie. They have been giving it away. Don't get me wrong. They've been giving it away. But they're moving pretty well. They are. They're getting past certain players like Mbenge, Dembele, Varane. You know, so they're doing pretty well. Alessandro, welcome to the chat. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Hopefully you're okay. Super Hoops, yep. Right, Pompey on the ball. He just had a free kick. Is he gonna go through? Well on Mbenge using his strength to get that ball out of there. Solomon Rondon playing in the Premier League. Yep. Solomon Rondon's actually, is he playing in the Premier League? I don't think he is anymore. I don't think he is. Let's have a look. Let's check for you. Solomon Rondon. He plays in Spain, I think. He plays plays in La Liga. Real Oviedo he plays for. Plays in Spain. Which are not looking great, to be honest. Leicester have just scored against Watford, 1-0 there. Alright, Pompey's still on the ball though. And Mbenge getting outrun there. And it's going to be played out to the wing to Pompey. What a ball there. And it's a good challenge there by Davis. And it's going to be a corner. Lang not happy with that challenge, to be honest. It's a quality ball, I'm not going to lie. What a ball to the player. It's a strong challenge by Davis, though. He's like our... Davis is like our... oh, what's his name? Oh, my God. Portsmouth almost scored from a corner. Fair enough. Well, that was interesting. Bishop got ahead to that. Beating Madsen. And it hits the post. Bristol City 2-0. Westhoff says. Alessandro, everything excellent. Did you have a good Christmas? I had a good Christmas, mate. Thank you for asking. It was really good. Honestly, really good. Got some kids enjoyed it. Well, when I say kids, niece and nephew enjoyed it. We're on the counter-attack here with Mbenge on the wing. Crosses it in, and he's gone for a shot. He's actually gone for a shot. Oh, he tried to do what he did against Leicester. Yeah, he's not great at crossing. Yeah, the kids enjoyed it as long as that. To me, as long as the family are happy and all of that, and surviving, you know, I'm happy. But yeah, it was a good Christmas. Thank you for asking, man. Singletree says, "Come on, guys, let's score. We're not gonna score goals if Mbenge keeps shooting like that. I'll tell you that." Right, but we've had our chance. We had a good chance. So yeah. I'm gonna have to copy that. I'm gonna have to get this translated because I don't know what. I only know the ones where obviously Rondon, you say, and all of that. What does it say? English. Translate. Oh, Dembele's gone down here. Something's going on there. The referee's telling something's happened. What's happened here? Dembele's fouled someone or something like that. I don't know. He's changing his boots though, Dembele is. Solomon Rondon is the only Venezuela who played in the Premier League. I'm guessing that's what you said, if I'm not mistaken. Fair dues, man. He's a good player. Solomon Rondon was a good player. Dembele's gone down here. No free kick though. Ports are still on it. I wouldn't be surprised if Pompey scored before half time. I'd be honest. Right now, it looks more Pompey than us. Right now, I'm not surprised. Usually when I say I'm feeling confident into a game, it's usually bad. So yeah. Boxing Day is not our day. It's literally that simple. Boxing Day is not our day. I'll be happy with a 0-0 draw today, to be honest. Right now, the way we're playing. But yeah. Right, Sato winning the ball back. Gives it away yet again. Come on, Rangers. Stop flapping about. Get some pressure on these players, please, because this is taking the piss now. We're just holding back. Oh my god. It's a nightmare, honestly, now. This is getting annoying. We're allowing Pompey to play. We're not pressurizing whatever, man. It's just the game plan today, just to hold them out. Counter-attacking football, pretty much. Right, we're just giving the ball away. Yeah, again. Like, we're the only side with, oh my god. Oh my god, Pompey have more possession than us. Wow, that's bad. That's bad. Right, it's a throw into QPR now, though. I'm almost close to get the dry roasted peanuts out and eat them, bruv. Honestly, they're really putting me. Look, I've got it ready. Look, I've got it ready. I've got it ready there. It's ready. Alright, Portsmouth whip it in. Cleared away by Mbenge. She's gone straight to a Pompey player. I'm a Sheffield United fan, so come on Rangers, Addison says. Alright, Pompey on the ball. Oh, good play there by Pompey, I'm not going to lie. Threads it into the box. It's 1-2, and who's that? Davis. Someone claiming for a penalty, but no penalty. Alright, we've given it away again to Portsmouth, just like clearing it out of the field. Alright, Pompey back on the ball. 27 minutes gone. It's been all Pompey. Dembele and Mbenge both trying to get past the player there. Varane doing well defending and almost close to losing the ball. Madsen now in the middle. Goes long to Burrell, and this is a chance here. Burrell, wasteful chance there. Oh, what a header from Pompey. Oh my god, beautiful play by Pompey. And it's gone out wide, and Mbenge getting header back. Dembele plays it back to Jimmy Dunn. Free kick QPR though. Is Sheffield United playing today? By any chance? Let me check. Let's go check. Mate, if I showed you the Portsmouth stats, it's been all Portsmouth. Southampton are 1-1. Damn it. Oh, you're playing later against Wrexham at 5:30. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie, you should win that. I know everyone's saying Sheffield United, this and that, but you should win that. Alright, throw in Portsmouth. Alright. Portsmouth play out wide on Mbenge's side. Mate, they're playing the most simplest ball ever. Penny Pictures, if the momentum stays like this for the second half, I'd take a 0-0 draw. Same here. Oh, Portsmouth almost scored there. Addison says, yeah, respect. Honestly, you should be beating Wrexham. No offense. You know what? The thing is, January is going to be very interesting for Sheffield United. Very interesting, because I reckon he's going to get rid of a lot of players and bring in players that he wants. I think that's when your season changes, to be honest. I think Sheffield United season changes after January. Did I say Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield United? I mean Sheffield United, not Wednesday. I'm talking crap out my arse. Right, should be done on the ball now. Alright, come on Rangers, let's get into this game. Play this like we did on Saturday against Leicester. You know, look for the player, keep it on the ground, no long balls at the moment. Let's just work up into their box and play there. And Varane, what did he do? Go and boots it up to Burrell. What the hell? Absolutely fucking nuisance. Alright, Davis on the ball. Alright, plays it back to Steve Cook. Jimmy Dunn. If I showed you the passes completed right now, oh my god. 228 to Portsmouth. 40 passes for us. Wow. Oh, Dembele. Oh, Dembele has... Is that free kick to QPR? No? Anyway, Pompey on the ball. Into the middle. Free kick, Pompey. Played quickly. Two 0 Bristol City. I reckon Mason will get Ryan Mason will get sacked. Habble says 3-1. Welcome into the chat. As says, yeah, this improvement is because we get rid of Sellers and brought in Wilder. The Sellers thing I don't understand. I'm a bit confused by it. Why you brought him in? I'm not a big fan of Ruben Sellers. I don't know why you brought him in. I don't know why you got rid of Chris Wilder at the time of when you did. Cool, I get it. You lost in what, in the playoffs? There's no need to get rid of a manager for that, you know. I know you're Sheffield United, and I know your ownership. Look at your team and think, how are we losing to some, you know, these teams? Why would you get rid of the main man who's got you there? You know, it's just stupid, I think. We need some more bodies in the middle of the park, maybe an attacker for midfield at some point. We need to bring a creative player on the field right now. That is that simple. That's what we need. Davis is down. We need a creative player on the field. And the only creative player we have right now on the bench is... I would say Daniel Benny. Maybe Poku at a push. Habba says, please go. Not yet, mate. QPR are not showing anything. Unless you're a Pompey fan. Apple says 1-1 at half time. Okay. I don't see it happening, to be honest. Morgan sometimes spices things up, like very spontaneous. It's hard to say about. Listen, look, I like Kieran Morgan. I really think he's got potential. Oh, Burrell in the box. Oh, with, well, yeah, that was a waste. Yeah, Kieran Morgan I like, but the problem is with Kieran Morgan is that he gives the ball away quite a bit if he's in a certain position. You know, Kieran Morgan, for what I can say right now, he's a defensive midfielder. You know, but he plays like an attacking midfielder. So it makes no sense to me. I don't know what position is best for him. You know, he's very creative, meant to be. But I think he reminds me of Field. It's that simple. He reminds me of Field a little bit. So, yeah. As I said, I know at least he brought us to the final of the playoffs. That's what I mean. Like, listen, look. This is the worst thing about football this day and age, right? And this goes to certain fans as well. Fan bases, I should say. You know, the expectations are too high for certain clubs, you know, in football nowadays, because football's changing. You know, football is a lot predicted in towards who owns the club and the money wise. You know, for example, if you're gonna put money into the club, sometimes there's an improvement, sometimes there isn't. You know, an example of this is pretty much like, I'm trying to think of a team now. The only way to say it is Man City, okay? Listen, Man City have always been a top-notch side, a top-notch team, right? You know, I wouldn't say they're a top 4 team, but I'd say there was always a top-notch team. But when they got the owners in, and the owners decided to take their priorities and buy in certain players with a certain manager and all of that, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. In their deflection, it improved them. They started finishing in the top 4 a lot more and going from there. But then when you bring in a top-notch manager with top-notch players that actually wants to do top-notch football, it changes the club and makes them into an actual top 4 side, in my opinion. So, and what I'm trying to point out is here, Wilder's a good manager, but he'll buy players that he knows that are top-notch players in that league. And Sheffield United are in a scenario where I think they expect way too much from the club, for the club or the players or whatever, to basically be promotion straight away kind of thing. This is one thing, a tap on the they go down like they get a shot. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know if I can say your club's well run. I don't really know the ownership of your thing, but you know, hopefully after January it goes well for you. QBR right now just giving the ball away constantly. I'll just put that out there. How about Papi Cisse? Chaplin goal. No one scored yet. We need to bring subs on, I think, when the second half starts. We do. West 12. It's not been great today, I'll tell you that. I expected better. Jimmy Dunn on the ball. Plays it back to Hamer. Hamer in trouble here. Madsen. Varane. Oh, it's given away again. Pompey on the ball, edge of the box. Plays it back to Giselle. Pompey just winning the ball back constantly, man. It's not good. Right, Pompey on the wing. And Benga doing well defending that. I think JS will be having words or looking to change things early for maybe. Nick says, yep, it needs to happen. You know, I have full confidence in Julian. 100% full confidence. But I don't know what the game plan is today. I really don't know what the game plan is today. No one's there. It just looks like an FA Cup game right now. Burrell on the ball now, on the halfway line. Plays it back to Davis, who sees Kone 1-2's down the wing. Davis, just the ball's given away again. Oh, Varane's on the ball now. To Mbenge. Mbenge out to Dembele. Dembele out to Mbenge. Varane crosses it in. And the keeper comfortable save. Well, that's a good chance, you know, that's an improvement for QPR. That is a good chance. It's good to see. Right, Portsmouth on the ball with a counter-attack. Alright, Hamer on the ball. Comfortable. Oh man, the keeper of Portsmouth just booted up there for some reason. Right, Jimmy Dunn on the ball. I hope QPR Sheffield try to get promoted to the Premier League. Well, listen, look, I'm more of a realistic, and I would be happy to sit here and say top 6 finish is happy for me. You know, I'm not really fussed about promotion right now. I don't think we're ready. A lot of people might say, well, if we do get promoted, we might be able to bring the players in to do that. Listen, I don't want to be a yo-yo club or anything like that. You know, when I can see my club right now is a good club, a club that's showing something now, something positive. You know, the thing that I want to see most of right now is consistency, is what Julian always constantly goes on about. Form, and him understanding what we need to do tactically. You know, right now, if we're playing 4-4-2, I don't want to see that in the Premier League. We have great players, great youngsters coming through as well. We're starting to look great, but I think there's still some missing parts of this team that we need to fix before even thinking about promotion or anything like that. You know, we are contenders. You know, we are contenders. We look like a great club, but I would be happy if we don't go up. I'll be happy to say, you know, if we stay in the Championship for another season, I would be happy with that. You know, I know the aim of the game. Oh my God, Ben Hamer, what a save! What a save, Ben Hamer. Yeah, as a corner Portsmouth, I'll be happy to spend one more season in this division just to be more positive. You know, at least stay in the Championship. If not, listen, Championship for me is, I like Championship football. You know, but you know, I get the ambition and the dream is the Premier League, but I don't want to be that yo-yo club. I really don't. I want, when we go up there, I want to be Sunderland, if that makes sense. I want to be a club that teams don't take so easy or think, oh yeah, we should be beating them and all of that. You know, I want to be that club where we bring in players that want to play for the badge and not the money. You know. You know, when we went into the Premier League the first time, we had 2 different managers that were not good for the club. We had an ownership that was not good for the club. You know, the ambition was for them, you know, get into the Champions League, like Europa League for the first season, you know, with the players that they were buying and the you know, the management. You know, we wasted money. Like, listen, look, I think Joey Barton is a strong, good football player. Don't get me wrong. I think Joey Barton is a strong footballer. You know, he comes from an era of good footballers. You know, but I think when it comes down to, if a player is coming into the club and abusing a player such as Tarapt, you can't be at my club. You're going at a player that has pretty much got us into the Premier League. You know, I that's what I don't appreciate and like. You know, I think Joey Barton didn't even want to play for the club. 1-0 Portsmouth. 1-0 Portsmouth. It was a corner and Devlin has scored from the corner. And it's 1-0 Portsmouth. It was coming. It was coming. Contra says, nice goal, get him. It was Mbenge that... Oh, no, it was... So it's whipped in. Kone, bad touch. And just gives it straight to the Pompey player. Terry Devlin, half volley into the back of the net from the penalty spot, really. 1-0 Portsmouth. 1 minute at a time. Not great. Not great. Do you think Julian will make any changes at halftime? Hopefully, Wham. Hopefully he does. Poor showing. Anderson, Championship is... yeah, listen, look, Championship is the league that I want to stay in. I don't want to get relegated. If that, you know, I don't want that. Wham says, to be honest, they probably deserve it. They do. Portsmouth do deserve that goal. And now another bad defensive mistake. And, you know, that defensive mistake came from Kone. So, Kone with a shit touch, giving it straight to a Portsmouth player. It's going to be a Portsmouth free kick. Coventry are winning 1-0. Leicester, Watford 1-1. I said that already, I'm not sure. Right, it's going to be half time in a minute. Hoofed into the box. And it's going to be a goal kick. Right, half time. Right. Right, so half time, 1-0 Pompey. I'm gonna say it. It's well deserved by Pompey. They deserve the goal. They deserve to be leading right now. They've been the better team, 100%. We've just, you know what? I wouldn't say it's because of, you know, of anything else apart from we're just not there. We're not, you know, we're just completely not there. I can't really say if it's shit or not, but we're just not there. You know, I don't know what to say on that first half. It was appalling. We just weren't in the game. We weren't even trying to be in the game. That's how bad it is. So yeah. Nick says another bad defensive mistake. West Ham Loftus 9th now. Ryan says, what in the fuck is wrong with us? AB shit half need to make loads of changes. We're getting bullied. We need a better play if we want to stay in the game. West Ham says, Common QPR, you still have about half of an hour left. We are not on it today. RWG, right. So possession wise, this is the first time Portsmouth this season have probably had more possession than any other team. So that's not good. They've had obviously all the opportunities in the game so far. We haven't had really a chance at goal apart from Mbenge's weird shot. But passing for me has been appalling from QPR. We keep going for the long balls, and Burrell and Kone are not doing great with it. They're well marked, but I'll be saying this, we rarely getting the ball into their box, to be honest. What's let me down is that there's no pressure when Pompey are on the ball. No attacks really. Attacks are really bad. So yeah, we're just not even pursuing it. We're not trying. It's like we're playing for the draw. It's that simple. Crypt says typical QPR. Crypto source, sorry, I should say. Listen, look, we got 45 minutes to go plus added time. You know, he's got to go in there and make a change. You know, it's that simple. You know, the two up front are not doing anything. The defense, I can't really say much on, but the attack wise is not there. We need to improve our attack. No one's trying. No one's trying whatsoever. So I don't know what he's gonna do to improve anything, but we need one up front and a load of midfielders. Two in midfield does not work away, so open. What we need right now is one up front. We only need one up front right now. I would do this. I would leave Kone up front. Put Sato and Dembele as wingers. Burrell just behind Kone. Well, actually no. I would take off. I would take off one of the wingers. Put Burrell on the wing. Madsen, push him up a bit more in the middle. For the attack. So yeah. We're not good. It's not good for us. You know, it's that simple. You know, we need to improve in the second half. You know, like Thingy says, we've dropped to 9th, which obviously I'm not really focusing on. But we have to do a lot better, man. That first half is bad, really bad. So yeah. AB says bring Poku on. Ryan says Mbenge looks like he's carrying a knock. Dembele awful as usually. I'd bring on Hayden, Morgan, Poku, taking off Mbenge, Kone, and Dembele. Hayden, take Kone off. I'm dropping nuts here. Hang on. I would Mbenge needs to come off for sure. Unless you take Cook off and put a Menge in the middle. We need I don't know who's gonna play right back. You could say Kieran Morgan, but I'm not happy with him being right back at the moment. Varane and Madsen are not doing too great, but that's life. But yeah, Kone's not doing great either. He gave the ball away. So yeah. I think it was Kone's fault for the goal. Bogey team, Boxing Day, the inevitable happens. That's what I would say to S12. You know, it's a bogey team. Nick says, whatever changes are done, we need to start off without intensity. We need to go into the game like we did against Leicester, man. Just full on attack. But it's not happening. It makes no sense. We're just like, we're giving them the respect. It's that bad because they're at home. Oh, with intensity, sorry. Even with that crossbar I just saw right now, Burrell did. Kone didn't even try to attempt to even go for it. That's how bad it is. We need to get, listen, look, a point is max right now. There's no excuse for that first half. That first half's appalling, you know? I can't say it's you know, Portsmouth are not even playing, like, we're making Portsmouth look good. That's the only way to say it. Yeah, we haven't won on Boxing Day. Wow. Boxing Day is our kryptonite. I don't care if we lose, but there is no excuse for that first half performance. I agree. Bottom part of the league and absolutely killing us. It always happens, you know. It always happens. It's always the lower leagues, or well, not lower league, lower in the league that you know, the goal they scored. It was just like we've given it to them. Jimmy John as the captain needs to speak to his players and be like, look, what the fuck are we doing? They're not even performing great. We're making them look great because we're not playing. The corner was shit. It was just like, ugh, I don't know what Kone's doing there. JPC comes, we play better at home, UTP. I guess we're a Pompey fan. Thank you for tuning in, joining the chat. I'll be honest, I haven't really focused on your games, but it's a different game for you. Yeah, it happens. It happens, Ryan. It happens. Let's have a look at the results anyway on the other side. Coventry are beating Swansea 1-0, Leicester 1-1 v Watford, Middlesbrough Blackburn 0-0, Norwich Charlton 0-0, Oxford Southampton 1-1, Sheffield Wednesday drawing with Hull 1-1. That's a nice result for them. Stoke Preston 0-0, West Brom Bristol City beating West Brom 2-0 now. Birmingham drew to Derby earlier, and Millwall drew to Ipswich earlier as well. Wrexham Sheffield United obviously later on. Ryan says, knowing Julian, he will bring on Smith, and that's it. Maybe. We have been either dull or good all season. No consistency in Portsmouth. Mate, I'm looking at it right now for QPR's sake. QPR. Listen, I wouldn't say Portsmouth is shit, but today I don't even think I can say we're shit. We're just not even performing. QPR's not even performing. And I'm just eating these fucking nuts, which is annoying me. I need to get a drink. Hang on. I got a nice little cool fridge for Christmas. I did for the room. Nice Diet Coke, cold Diet Coke. Oh man. Right. What's everyone's thoughts for the second half? What do we want to see? What do we want to see? I'm not gonna lie, Sky is doing my head in today because the cameras are just shit. They have to get something out for the traveling fans, otherwise this is dreadful. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the fans have left already. Where are Portsmouth in the league? Plymouth, sorry. Oh, what? United v Newcastle today. That's a good game. National League. Where's Plymouth? Plymouth. Losing 3-0. Fucking hell. What's the table saying now in Plymouth? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, but the thing with Plymouth, right? is they went wrong with bringing in that manager. They did. The manager they brought in was not the right manager for them. We need to go into the second half with more momentum. We need to go into the second half with more attacking, more attack, more intensity. So yeah, JP says Portsmouth will peg back, let you in. Sorry, Pompey fans. Oh really? Okay. Nick, I would have liked a win before, but now I'd be happy with a draw. When it comes to away games, for me, on paper, for this season, we should be beating Portsmouth 100%. We should be beating them. But when it comes down to away games, it's a different matter of game because each opponent is different, you know? There's games that I thought at home we should be winning, but we've pretty much been a letdown. So that's football, you know. And right now, I wouldn't even say it's to do with we're playing shit. We're just not performing. We're not even there. We're not playing. We're allowing Portsmouth to play. You know, we're giving the ball away too much. You know, it's like it looks like it's set up. It's, you know, this is not the QPR that I've seen all season. You know, the attacking threat is not there. So yeah. Nick says I would have. Rooney was a laugh. Yeah, I can agree with that one. We are two different teams, home and away. At home, we are lethal. Away, we are a bunch of fairies. We're just allowing them to play. That's it. It's that simple. We're allowing them in. We're allowing them to play. You know, we're allowing them into certain areas where we're giving the ball away too much. You know, there's no attack there whatsoever. We're not attacking. We're sitting back. We have a low. I wouldn't say a low block, but I would say we're not even. Our forward line is not even putting pressure on them when they have the ball, until they get into our box. He needs to get out there and change it completely. It's a shambles right now. All right, Pompey are coming out now. We got a lot to do in the second half. We got a lot to do. All right. Second half on the way. Pompey to kick off. Hopefully this changes the game for us. No subs. Right. Second half kicked off by Portsmouth. Welcome in, Harvey. Welcome in. Yo, what's happening? 1-0. Yep, we're losing 1-0 at the moment. It's a gift from Kone, really. Portsmouth free kick. Head injury. Burrell getting ahead of there, but putting Paul on his ass. I can't be asked to change the formation, I'll be honest. Listen, look, 4-2-3-1 is the... Maybe if I put it 4-2-3-1, maybe you might understand and change it. But yeah, 4-4-2, I can't be asked to change it, honestly. I'm sick and tired of that formation, honestly. Sick and tired of it. Probably just, I don't know. Listen, look, it's odd, man. Like, it's odd that we haven't made any subs. It's like he's playing for the draw. It's that simple. It looks like he's playing for a draw. Poku is warming up. I'm sick and tired of that 4-4-2, man. Honestly, too basic. We can't play it because two of our strikers are not scoring goals like where they should be. Oh yeah, we are in talks with Ronnie Edwards, thanks to you. Oh, are we? Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Like I said, I want Ronnie Edwards at QPR. Listen, QPR, right? I'm going to say you right now, if there's anyone watching, you can hire me as a scout, wherever you want. I have 10 players right here on this piece of paper that we could sign. You know, 10 players. Working with a budget here. Working with a budget. I'm telling you now, working with a budget. I don't look at big players. I don't look at players that are on a big wage bill. I look at players that flipping want to play for the club. I look at players that want to grow. Ballon d'Or potential, you know. Dan Barton. Who's Dan Barton? And we are loaning out Escudina. Listen, we're going to be loaning out Escudina and possibly Ryan Colley, I reckon. Salam, who's that? Is that, do you mean the keeper? Solomon. Dembele. Burrell. Ah, it's gone wide. Daniel Barton. I'm gonna have to search for that one. I don't know who that is, Daniel Barton. Daniel Barton. Wait, that's some. Right, and Bengue wins the ball back. Oh, okay, okay. I know you now. It'll be a good signing, Daniel Barton. I like Daniel Barton. I think he's quality. He's on the list. Daniel Barton's a good young quality midfielder. Or forward line, or whatever you want to call him. Alright, Ben Hamer clearing it. It goes straight to Portsmouth though. Oh, good header by Steve Cook. Davis to Kone. Plays it back to Varane. Varane out wide to Dembele. Oh, and Bengue, sorry. To Dembele in the box. And it's going to be a corner to QPR. This is a lot better now. And Nardi wants to go, lack of gameplay. That one, I don't know what's going on with Nardi. I don't know what's going on with Nardi. If we're bringing in another keeper, it's probably because of Nardi then, I would say. But I'll be honest, Nardi and Julian have never had a good relationship. For what I've heard on Twitter when he's at other clubs, at Rennes, I think it was, Rennes. Right, corner, come on boys. Right, Madsen to take the corner. No, not super sending, he's useless. Whipped him. Straight to Davis, who crosses it in again. Cleared away. Dembele touches it down. Steve Cook. Out wide to Burrell. Whipped in again by Madsen. No one in there though. Kone chasing it. Kone on the ball. Into the box, Kone. It's going to be a free kick to Pompey. Oh. Godfed, welcome to the chat. I don't know what that is though. Super Senny shit, man, honestly. Elliot, I'll say this right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I get there's gonna be QPR people that love Senny, but he's dreadful, man. Honestly, he's not the right player for us. Honestly, he's dreadful. I think there's a lot. Listen, look, I'd rather bring in Ben Patterson from Sunderland than Denny. You know, I don't think Denny is like shit, but I just don't think he suits our playing style. You know, we look too much like into the past. You know, when we had Denny, he was okay for one season when he was shining so well for Doncaster, but after one season, he just looked dreadful. He did. Oh, clear it. It's gonna be a free kick to QPR. Godfed said, I need the game to end like that. What, 1-0? What, 1-0? Or your bloody emojis? Dazzle. Dazzle. You mean Dazzle or Dazzle? Dazzle's quality. I don't know why we got rid of him, but listen, look, I think our midfield is fine. Look, we don't need Dazzle. What we need right now is a centre back and a right back and possibly a creative player in midfield. I don't even know what that is, mate. Burrell on the ball, though. So we have thrown to Pompey. Dazzle's a good look. Dazzle's a great player, but he just, I don't think he suits the style well. Or QPR free kicks say are going down here. I think there's better players, man. Honestly. What I would say is this. I'm gonna bring it up now. So I have a player in mind. Oh, what was that, Dembele? You're shit. Oh, good header. Steve Cook. Oh, it's just a useless cross from Steve Cook. Back in there, though. Alright, it's gonna be a... Right. I just need to look for this player now. So, Arsenal have a youngster, a 19-year-old called John Nichols, right? Josh Nichols. Really good right back. Really good young right back. And he's a player that we need. Honestly, a player that we can get on loan. He'll do well for us. He's young. I think the fans will love him. But he looks really good at right back. Right, free kick QPR. But yeah, Nichols for Arsenal. He plays on the under-21s for Arsenal. Really good right back. Very young. If we get him on loan, cool. If we get him like cheap, then cool as well. But I would say he's a player that we should look at. for sure. He shows great confidence. You know, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, but he's young," but he shows so much. What's the word? What that I use for Jude Bellingham. It shows maturity in the game. Can you say all the players? Oh God. I'll have to. Hang on. How did I find out about the Arsenal kid? Listen, look, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of academy football. I do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watch a lot of academy football. You know, I wish. I don't know if people know this, but in America, NFL show college football and normal football, and hang on, give it a second. That messed up QPR. Yeah, they watch college football and all that. Now, in this country, obviously, no one really watches, like, academy football or anything like that. But for me, I think academy football is a big focus and you should watch it because you could see certain players that you might see a future star here and there. But yeah, Nichols, to me, someone spoke to me about him. You know, he's showing great potential. He looks strong. Oh, good chance there by Kone. Cleared away by Portsmouth. But yeah, I would say academy football, if you watch videos and stuff like that of academy football, you know, I've watched them a couple of times, but a lot of people that I know have said, listen, watch out for this guy. You know, he looks really good. So yeah, I think people might want to watch some academy football sometimes. Just the odd here. I'm not saying watch all of it, but just watch the odd game or two, and you might see a player or two that you might like. The Arsenal kid's brilliant, honestly. Like I said, the Nichols is brilliant, honestly. He just shows so much maturity. He reminds me of Lewis Skelly a little bit. So yeah. Gerard, Vamos Maldito QPR. Hopefully I've said that right. I'm not trying to take the piss. Portsmouth have made a sub though. Blair coming off for Pompey. So yeah. Godfed, this game is giving me a hard time too. Can you say all the players? I'll say all the players soon. I will. I just don't want to get confusions. Hang on, QPR in here. Right, it's gone along with QPR. Burrell's chasing it, and the keeper gets it. Oh. So Barton was one, Nichols was another, Ronnie Edwards. I actually chose it. There was a keeper that I was keeping tabs on, but I think it was the Peterborough keeper. I think it was. I can't remember his name. Let me see if I can get it up. Peterborough's name, United FC. Dembele in the box, and it's going to go out for a corner. Teams, player profiles. I think it was Nicholas Bilikovic or something like that. I can't... Yes, go on! Come on! Jimmy Dunn! 1-1. 1-1. About time. Great corner. Jimmy Dunn getting up there, scoring the goal. Keeper getting low, but just couldn't get to it. It's a great cross and a great header by Jimmy Dunn to make it 1-1 in the 60th minute. Come on, let's go. Much better second half. It is definitely better second half. I know we're not really concentrating on it, but yeah. AB says, my captain. Godfed is getting a bit nervous now. Bye-bye, I'm out. No, mate. Well, have a good day and enjoy your new year. One more to go. I did say 2-1, didn't I? Soon, someone got booked yellow card. Soon as we start playing, they can't touch us. Yep, that's it. I don't know why we sat back. It's confusing. Like I said, it's not that we have played shit this game. It's just that we've given them the way, made them look good. Alright, it's going to be a throw in support QPR. Addison says sorry for swearing. You don't have to swear, mate. You don't have to swear. You don't have to worry about apologising. You can swear if you want to. It's all up to you. As long as you're not racist and, you know, this and that, that's about it. Alright, Portsmouth clear it. Alright, Dembele just giving it away. It's gone long. Steve Cook getting ahead to it. And again, Pompey is still on it. Won it back. Oh, Dembele, great play. Goes to Sato. Long Kone. Is it going to? Yep. No, too much. Sato, too much. I think Sato needs to come off, I think. Nick says, JS said what needed to be said, but always get me with attitude of players from the start. Yeah. Brian McKenna, Sunderland fan with a soft spot for QPR. Well, welcome into the chat. Welcome into the chat. I'm a big fan. I'm not gonna lie, Sunderland were one of my favourite clubs last season in the Championship. I'm not gonna lie. It was good to see them play. It was good to see them get up. You know, they had some, you know, your manager is the reason pretty much why we brought in Julian Stefan. I'm not going to lie. I reckon that, you know. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the chat. Harvey Elliott, Callum Doyle. Callum Doyle, I'm not too sure, mate. He's a good player, but I think there's a lot to it more than that. While Dembele is turning up in the second half, Dembele has done, I don't know what they've given Dembele in his drink, or maybe some oranges or something like that, but he's doing well now. Single Cheery says one more goal, please. I'll take the win right now, to be honest. Yeah, Ray Wilkins is a legend, man, honestly. Right, Sato on the ball now to Davis. Back to Sato in the box. Back to Davis. Sato. Cuts on his right foot, whips it in. It's a shit ball in though. Varane having a go at him. Ray Wilkins, mate, listen. The thing is this, right? I like Ray Wilkins so much, right? I think when Chelsea lost him as a you know, a system, Chelsea lost their style of play. You know, Ray brought in a good style of football into Chelsea. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, why talk about Chelsea and all of that? Listen, I don't like Chelsea, but I like Ray, you know, good football. You know, Ray Wilkins brought that to Chelsea, you know. I like Ray Wilkins. He's a quality player, quality coach. You know, he knows players, man, honestly. Cheers, Brian. I always wanted Sunderland to do well. Like and subscribe. Addison says thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Big shout outs to Addison. West of Loftus says what a club. You are right, DB Sato needs to come off. He does, Wham. He does. He's not performing. I said this, right? I said this in the Leicester game. I don't think Sato is a left-sided player. I think Sato plays better on the right or in the middle. You know, Paul Smith plays a lot better on the left, in my opinion. Dembele, I'm not too sure about just yet. He has been performing well on the right, but I think Dembele with scoring ability might be better in the middle as well. And Benge's lost the ball there. Singletree says 2-1 comes. Addison says like and subscribe. Let's get 1 mil. Bloody hell, geez, 1 mil, you know. 1 mil. Let's take it easy. Let's get to let's get affiliated first. 2.5 over, but put guys. Who's that? Smart X30. Well, welcome to the chat, Smart X30. Oh, Jimmy Dunn, dude, yes, well done, good defending there. Right, we're looking a lot better. I'm happy with this now. We're looking a lot better. We're moving the ball a bit better. You know, we're still doing the odd putting up there for the players, but we're looking more attacking, more pressing. We're defending, you know, we're not allowing them into the box so much. The passing looks to be a bit better than the first half. Oh, Smart, for God's sake. Goals on the way, guys. Singletree says. Portsmouth are making a sub, it looks like. Pack might be coming on. Right, Pompey playing the ball pretty well here right now. They've held the ball on to the last 2 minutes. Just taking their time with the passing. If Sky saw out their bloody TV picture, jeez. What is going on in the championship right now? I don't know what. There different scores are going on at the moment. Can you stream Wrexham v Blades? Oh god damn, that's a good shout. I'll be honest with you. The reason why I don't stream other games is because I'll be honest, I don't know where I'm gonna go with on this channel. Right now, like I said, it's a QPR thing at the moment, but it will probably be a football based channel for sure. But I'll be honest, most of my fan base is QPR, I'll be honest, and you know, as much as I want to do, like, I know Josh Joe used to do the championship games, you know, but for me it's like I find it's a bit hard to stream most games just because I have things to do afterwards. Until I get time free, then you know I'll put it on there, but if I'm busy, it's kind of hard to do it, unfortunately. So yeah, I haven't got any plans yet on streaming any other games. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. Today though, Wrexham v Blades, I won't be doing for sure. Unfortunately, I think Thingy does it. What's his name? Bloom or whatever on YouTube. I can't remember his name. Ben? Is it Ben or something like that? I'm not too sure. It's like I said, it's all for me right now. I just haven't got that much time to do all the games. You know, I would love to do it, but I just got stuff to do afterwards. You know, Sarah's coming off for Portsmouth. Maybe in the future, you never know. But right now, I think the channel. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. But today's game, no, I won't be doing Sheffield United v Wrexham. Varane for Hayden. Poku's coming on as well. Dembele off for Poku, so he's going attacking. Very good subs, AB. Don't Addison, isn't there anyone on what do you call it? The Sheffield United. Don't anyone do the Sheffield United watch-alongs? Benjamin Bloom, Patrick says. Yeah, that's the one, Benjamin Bloom. Nick says, Poku, come on, son. Please show us your stuff. He's on the right, Smith on the left. Like I said, I'm happy to see that. Yeah, we just have to attack for the last 20 minutes. I think we can get it. I think we got 20 minutes. I think we can get a goal if we bloody defend this. A good defending there by Steve Cook. Jimmy Dunn having a go at Davis and Cook. I forgot. Right, cleared away by Steve Cook. So we have throw-in to Portsmouth. I don't know if there is any, to be honest. I know Benjamin Bloom, like I said, Benjamin Bloom does stuff. I know Josh Joe used to do it. But ever since Leeds got into the Premier League, it's been all Premier League stuff, so yeah. Fabrizio Minini, I've hopefully pronounced that right. Welcome into the chat. Forza Chasey Vince, I'm gonna have to use Google Translate on that because I do not speak that language, unfortunately. RB says, come on, you R's. I'm just gonna go on Google Translate. Hopefully, this is not offensive. Translate. Strength that can be overcome, if I'm not right, if I'm, you know. That's right, Addison, no worries. RW says, getting that good feeling back. Right, Portsmouth on the wing, on the ball. Strength that can be overcome. I actually don't know what you mean by that. If you could tell me what you mean by that. Right, Portsmouth are struggling here. They don't know how to get the ball into our box. Come on, 15 minutes to go. Come on. We need to get this. Come on. We need to get a second goal, man. Honestly. Right, it's played quickly by Davis. It's going to be another throw into QPR. More up the pitch, though. Right, throw it in quickly to Davis. Plays it back. Don't know who that is. That Madsen? Yeah, that is. Right, Ben Hamer booting it up there to Poku. Oh my god, is it? Brilliant touch there by Poku to Hayden. Poku's on the run. He's got the ball now, Poku has. Crossed in. Shot by Kone! And it's a good save. Oh, it's a lot better. A lot better by Kone there. A lot better. Good chance there by Kone. On the swivel. Bit like Dembele's kind of shot there against Leicester City, really. Addison says you're the best YouTuber of football. Am I? I doubt it. Listen, you got plenty of... Listen, you got Mark Goldbridge out there. You got some of the best people out there, man. Honestly, some of the best. Like I said, I want to do a football podcast, but right now, it's timing, you know. Until I get this all sorted out, timing is perfect, you know. I don't like just talking about one league, you know. There's a lot of people out there that go top four. I'm not about the top four here, man. Listen, look, if you're going to talk about top four, everyone needs to talk about Villa, mate. Let's talk about Villa, how fucking great they are this season. You know, Unai Emery has changed that club around, you know. That's what I get annoyed with. Stop saying top 4. Let's talk top 4 when you're just Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. You know, Man City was never a top 4 club. Okay, so okay, cool, go from there. But like I said, in my opinion, if you're gonna talk about top 4, talk about top 4. Don't talk about just Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. You know, they're not in the top 4. Man United are not a top 4 club now. It's end of story. You know, Man United are a great club and they have potential to get back up there, but they're on the rebuild. They're on the same thing as what Arsenal and Liverpool had a couple of seasons ago. Seasons ago. I want to say a couple of seasons ago, but seasons ago. You know, Liverpool had their fallouts. You know, Arsenal have had their fallouts, but everyone's on the rebuild now. You know, and I also get sick and tired of these Arsenal fans going on and on, just whinging about results. Listen, cool, you won. Boring football or what? You don't know the style of play that Arteta... If you don't like Arteta's style... Listen, all you lot do is whinge and moan about your bloody manager or your ownership. You know, your ownership have put you in a predicament and put a bad predicament this season on your manager. Because if you play shit right now, Arteta's going to get the blame. You know, it's that simple. You know, your ownership has listened to your club, listened to your fans for a long time. You know, you got rid of one of your best managers because you wanted him out in Wenger. You know, you brought in Emre or whatever. That didn't work for you guys. You didn't like that. Arteta, I thought it's a great option. And then Arteta, oh wait, hang on, Kone's in here. Kone shoot, oh, it's a bad shot. But anyway, like, Arteta for me is a great manager, Arsenal. But all you lot seem to do is you want these managers gone because you want a trophy. Getting a trophy. Stop living in the past of where you're invincibles. You know, the invincible season's done with. You're Arsenal Football Club. You have a great coach, some great players, but you're just whinging too much about certain stuff, man. It's so annoying. You know, I like Arsenal. I like Arteta. But the problem is, right now, oh, Poku's in here. Poku! Oh, good play. But yeah, the thing is which I don't understand right now is this. You're whinging about a player that is great, is a great player, but he doesn't suit the style of Arsenal. And I've stated this. This season, all the style that people players have bought in striker-wise, they're all in the wrong team. Sesko should have gone to Arsenal. Gyökeres to United. You know, these two players have different styles of play on how... Listen, you can't expect Gyökeres to be scoring like he did at Sporting. One, Sporting's a different league and a different team and a different playing style to what he's used to. Listen, look, if you're a Coventry fan, go tell these Arsenal fans how Gyökeres plays, honestly. Because if you're a Championship fan and you watch Championship football, if you've watched Gyökeres for the past 5 seasons, right? When he was at Coventry, he plays on his own. That's it. Unless the ball is given to him into the box, into an area, but he likes to have the ball in front of him. That's Gyökeres. He doesn't like the simple certain things. You know, there's no creativity in Arsenal. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, they have players that just want to score goals. That's it. Anyway, that's my rant about Arsenal and shit today. A football podcast from you would be great. West of Loftus says Man United are a small mid-table club now. Ezra, is there prolongations, mate? I don't know what that means, mate. I'll be honest. Prolongations? Could you explain prolongations, mate? I don't know what that means. Addison says maybe you should check on all times on football and put the score on your screen. I usually do. But the problem is I woke up late today to sort that all out, so I do apologize. Single says QPR going to change the game. Mate, Christian Nuri is changing the game. I tell you now, Christian Nuri is changing the game. This is the one thing that I would say right now. I am scared to lose Christian Nuri. If Christian Nuri goes, we're fucked. End of story. Christian Nuri goes, we're fucked. Nick says, Man United been rebuilding for the last 10 years. You should have gone on check a trade. Can someone tell me, please? I don't know much of football. So basically, I'll put it as simple. You have in England, you have a load of divisions that you get promoted into and relegated from. You play games to score goals, win games, either for 3 points, 1 point, or 0 points. You're in a league table, and the top 2 usually go up, and the bottom 3 tend to go down, and then whoever finishes between 3rd and 6th usually has a playoff to get into the Premier League. Bit like the Super Bowl playoff type of thing, a bit like that. But the objective is to get promotion from Championship, Division 1, Division 2, National League, all the way to the Premier League, really. Premier League is a bit different. Premier League is just basically survival, and Champions League football, Europa League football, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hopefully that helps. I don't think it will, because I talk a lot of shit sometimes, but yeah. Like overtime. Rangers need this win there, from Punt says. We got a corner, another corner, so that this could be a chance. We got Jimmy Dunn in the box, hopefully. You know, it's Madsen to take it. Another good whipping delivery would be nice right now. Right, whipped in. It's Jimmy! Oh, it's just gone wide, but Kone's kept it in. Kone passes it back to Davis. And Davis is in the middle with the ball. Goes wide to Madsen. Madsen goes in, lob ball, back post. Kone heads it in. Straight to a Portsmouth player. So we have free kick Pompey. Oh man, honestly, I really want QPR to win this now. We got back into the game 1-1, which I'm happy with. But we've got a lot of work to do. Who's knocking on my bloody wall? Right, good challenge there by Jimmy Dunn. Throwing Pompey. Right, they've given it away to Burrell. Burrell's giving it back away to Portsmouth. Oh, no, I don't want that. No. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God, I didn't mean to do that. How do I get rid of that? Oh, fuck it. I fucked that up. QPR on the ball, though. Poku in the box. What's he going to do with it? Alright, he plays it back. And Benge shoots. It's a shit shot. Wow. It's a shit shot. Right, Michael Frey and Yang. Oh, wait, hang on. Daniel Benny's coming on as well. There we go. Yeah, Frey is coming on RWG. So Frey's coming on. Looks like Daniel Benny might be coming on soon. Yang is coming on for Portsmouth. Kone is off. Kone's nodding his head like, what the hell, bruv? Well, you know, Kone, I'm sorry to say this, mate, but reality check is you haven't scored today, son. That's it. It's that simple. You score goals, you can stay on. Simple as that. You haven't performed well, I'll tell you that. You know, Burrell hasn't really performed well as well today either. So, yeah. Let's see what Frey can do anyway. We're getting a lot of balls into that box, which might help him. Right, Yang on the ball, ex-QPR midfielder, or winger I should say, attacker. Paul Smith on slipping, and it's going to be a free kick. Imagine a winner from Frey. If we got a winner from Frey, I'll tell you right now, that whole crowd will lift. Honestly, it'll go mental. If we could get another win before New Year, I'll be happy. Let's end the year with a bang. You know, we beat Leicester. Happy days. But I really want us to win this. We got less than 5 minutes plus added time. It's a slippery pitch, which is going to be impossible sometimes. Patrick says Frey will score the winner. Alright, Poku on the wing. Madsen. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get some big ass food after this game. I'm hungry as hell. Oh, man. Alright. And Benge on the ball running down the wing. And Benge crosses it. It's a shit cross in. Pompey get it back. Hayden fouling Pompey here. In the box is a yellow card to Hayden. Oh. Oh, man. Come on, QPR. We gotta get this, man. We gotta get this. Saturday. It's not even Saturday, it's Friday. Right, come on, boys. We got this. We gotta get this in the bag. Hello, dog. Come on, you jumping up? You come say hello? Come say hello? Come on, then. Come say hello. Good girl. Look. Come and say hello. There you go. Oh, Portsmouth on the ball. Cleared away by QPR. Could be a free kick to Pompey. Singletree says one more, please, guys. Oh, mate, I'm hoping for another goal. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I want right now is another goal. What's wrong, dog? What's wrong? Yeah, QPR drawing 1-1. Oh, what's that? Is that a notification? QPR scoring. Davis yellow carded. We got a lot of yellow cards today. A lot of yellow cards. Alright, Portsmouth whip it in. It's cleared away by Frey. And booted out by Poku. Burrell chasing it. It's played back to the keeper. Burrell could have chased that, I think. Gerard Dale QPR. But Oxford are winning, Patrick says. 1-2 in the end. Singletree. How many minutes of added time? We'll find out in 3 minutes. We will. Davis has gone down here. I think he's just been winded. Alright, it's going to be a throw into Portsmouth, though. Oh, okay. Well, he had the ball to the nuts there. Davis did. Gerard says Vamos QPR. Oh, God, he's in pain. Even the referee's laughing. He's winded, bruv. He got winded. He got completely winded with that ball to the nuts. Ooh. Everyone knows that. Well, every man knows how that feels. Yep, they did that. In the cold as well. Alright, it's cleared away by QPR. Burrell chasing. It's going to be a throw-in, though, to Portsmouth. Oh, come on. A last minute winner would be lovely right now. Come on. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy with the draw. But we should be beating Portsmouth, man. There's no disrespect to Portsmouth. But seriously, the form that we're in, you know, and what the form Pompey, you know, no form not Pompey are in, but yeah. And Zori says 2-1 for me. Alright. Another throw for Pompey. 30 seconds to go and we'll be adding the time on. Right, we've cleared it away again out of the box. We have Pompey on the ball. Goes into the box again. Cleared away by Davis. Portsmouth chasing it. 4 seconds to go. Alright, it's gone to Burrell. Burrell's on the ball here. He gets fouled. No free kick. Free kick Pompey and it's 6 minutes added time. Come on, boys. 6 minutes added time. We've got to get there. Samfield Hill. There's been a change in sub. Samfield's coming on instead of Daniel Benny. Davis coming off. Davis coming off for Field. Field moving either in midfield or left back. See what happens if we're going to go defensive or attacking. It's whipped in by Portsmouth. And it's going to be a goal kick. Right, we've got 5 minutes to do this. Come on, QPR. 5 minutes to score a goal. Come on, boys. Portsmouth is still on it though. Oh, they got the ball back on the wing. Good challenge there by Mbenge and Poku. Well kept in. Poku boots it up there. Frey misses the header. Hayden mistouches it back to Portsmouth. Portsmouth on the ball here. Cutting in. Hayden doing well there. Jimmy Dunn now on the run. Out wide to Paul Smith. It's a good challenge there by Portsmouth. Sandfield boots up the wing. Burrell chasing it. It's going to go out for a goal kick, I think. Yeah. Unlucky by Burrell. Right. 4 minutes left. Goal kick, Portsmouth. Frey trying to defend this. So right now, Watford and Millwall ahead of us with the same points. Millwall just a point ahead. But if we do get a goal and win, we will go in the playoffs. We will. I think it's going to stay 1-1. I'll be honest. I'll be happy with a 1-1 draw. Staying in the top 10 for now. And Benge doing well, getting the ball back and losing it. And it's going to be a free kick. Pompey again. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken Mbenge off. I would have. So yeah. Portsmouth are in the relegation zone at the moment. Referee's whinging. So at the moment we're 9th in the league. Probably going to stay like that. I'm not going to lie. Whipped in. Jimmy Dunn clearing it. To the back post. Yang on the ball. Yang whips it in. It's a bad cross again. Portsmouth clearing it. Poku chasing it. Put back in there. Frey misheader in it. Cleared away again by QPR. And again. Burrell chasing it. Nah. Just no energy by Burrell there whatsoever to even bother. I tell you what, I think we've played for the 1-1, I'll be honest. Looking at how we're playing and what he's just done, we're playing for the 1-1. We're not even playing for the win. We're playing for the 1-1. Right, Portsmouth on the wing. Right, they've played it back to their keeper. Just over just a minute to go. What are they going to do? They're probably going to boot it in there, Portsmouth, for one last try. And that's what they do, out to the wing. Mbenge heads it on. Burrell on the ball. What's he going to... Free kick QPR. Are we gonna take our time with it, or are we gonna get everyone up there? Jimmy Dunn is telling everyone to get up in the box. Last chance. Haymar to take the free kick. Paul Smith dropping back with Madsen and then Benge. Last 30 seconds. It's gonna be the last chance of the game. What can we do? Alright, it's got into the box. And Portsmouth have cleared it. Straight out wide to Mbenge. To Poku. Poku loses. There's be a throw into QPR. And Mbenge to take the throw in. Right, that should be it. It's going to be the last chance. Right, Paul Smith to take. It's going long into the box. Come on, boys. Long ball in. Cleared away. Frey, touch. Oh, Frey, you're shit. Honestly, Frey is shit. It's going to be a throw in. Nope, that's it. Full time. Oh, well. Boxing Day and Portsmouth curse again. I'm a bit shocked with what I've seen today, to be honest. Full time. Yeah, full time at Fratton Park, 1-1 on Boxing Day. Yeah, the curse still is there. If you want to call it a curse or not. But 1-1 Boxing Day game, and a draw against Portsmouth. You know, we don't do too great at Portsmouth. We never really do, especially on Boxing Day as well. But we've got a lot of work to do for New Year. You know, that is the last game of this year. We end 2025 off with survival and of Julian putting us in a better position than we was last year, or last season, I should say. So yeah, we end the year off with basically, let's just have a quick look at what our form is. So last 5, obviously let's go with Portsmouth today with a 1-1 draw. Leicester win 4-1, Middlesbrough lost 3-1, Birmingham 2-1, West Brom 3-1, and a loss to Norwich 3-1, which we end the year off. We end the year off in 9th position, 35 points, -2 goal difference, 10 wins, 5 draws, 8 losses. So pretty impressive this season already, I would say, to end the year off. Let's go into January with a big bang. We have... Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, what? Wait, we haven't ended. Wait, we are. Well, hang on. I just read AB's just there. I just looked. We got West Brom on the 29th. Oh, my apologies. My bad. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, people. Sorry about that. Fucking idiot. What an idiot. It's fucking silly me. Mr. Stupid out here. Yeah, we got West Brom, sorry, at 7:45 Monday, on Monday. So yeah, my apologies for that. Sorry, I thought it was our last game. Okay, we have one more. We have one more until the end of the season, end of the year, I should say. Bit of confusion there. Sorry about that. Arby says, I wonder if Frey is leaving anytime soon. Wham says, brilliant stream as always, DB. Thanks, mate. No worries, Wham. A point is alright, RW says. You got a new subscriber in Elidian the God. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in as well, man. Much appreciated, much love. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. We should be winning that. Yeah, RWG, I agree. Well, I guess you mean West Brom. Waste of 45 minutes. Just need to move on and be happy with a point, Nick says. I think the second half was a lot better than the first, for sure. But that first half was appalling. We can't be allowing that, to be honest. So yeah. But Jimmy Dunn getting us back into the game. Huge shout out to them. Monday's going to be a big game as well. So yeah. Penny says, given our first half, I'll take that. I would say that for sure. I think this game was always going to be one of them games where on Boxing Day and against Portsmouth away, it's going to be a struggle, you know. We didn't look like we was in it. The players looked tired in that first half. They didn't look interested or wanted to play, which I understand. You know, it's Christmas time. You know, they want to just be normal and you know, take the day off. But, you know, this is their job. It's their football. So, but yeah, we get the draw 1-1. I'm happy that we didn't lose. That's the main thing. We go again on Monday. We'll put our match reaction out tomorrow. We have another preview show to come out before Monday as well. So we might do 2 in 1. We'll see what happens on that live stream. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I think we killed it today, to be honest. We had a lot of people watching us today. So much love and much appreciation to all of you guys who's tuned in. Fingers crossed, we'll go again and get a win against West Brom away and go from there, really. So yeah, if you enjoyed the show, enjoyed watching QPR with me, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and we'll leave it there for today. But we'll be back on either. Do you know what? We'll either be back later on or tomorrow, one or the other, where we'll do our preview, match reaction and preview. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. hopefully you all had a good Christmas. I would say have a great New Year, but New Year's not yet. We'll do that on Monday. But yeah, peace, love, positivity, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Done well, DB. I will see you tomorrow. Cheers, West 12. You have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch you in a bit.